Last year, People magazine declared Paul Rudd the sexiest man alive. While I'm not exactly sure what to say about that, what I can say is the real estate market is even hotter. I'm Eric with Eric Anderson Homes, and in my How Much Will Home Values Rise in 2022 video, I was just talking about how insanely active the market is, how it hasn't been slowing down at all, and how most economists are predicting that home values will continue to rise in 2022. The biggest question or disagreement isn't over the market crashing. Very few are predicting that. The question isn't will home values rise in 22, but how much will they increase? Now, you will occasionally hear someone use the word crash, but when you see those headlines, make sure not to get caught up in the hype and be sure to read what they're actually saying. Of the few sources that are using words like crash, I've yet to see one who actually meant crash. What they mean is the market may slow down a little, a pumping of the brakes. But slowing down is far different from crashing. If you're doing 90 miles per hour on I-55 and slow down to 80, you haven't crashed, but you're still driving really fast. The doomsday prophets might be calling a dip of, say, 5% in home values a crash. But do the math. If we had 20% appreciation and slow down to 15%, the market's not crashing. It's still growing at a rate of 15%. That's a hot, not crashed market by any standard. Tapping the brakes a little? Sure. But words like crash get more attention and clicks, and so that's what they're going to use. Zillow is not predicting a crash. They recently suggested that home values will rise 16.4% in 2022, and that's the most bullish prediction I had seen until they updated their own prediction. Now Zillow is predicting 22% increase. I'm not a big fan of Zillow's predictions, and I'm especially not keen on their home value zestimates. Why it's legal for them to speculate on how much your home is worth without ever seeing it and factoring in items like the condition, upgrades, and specific location, kind of a mystery to me. Their iBuyer program infamously crashed, and yes, I mean crashed, because they were buying up homes based on their algorithms, which turned out to be wildly inaccurate. Now, I don't wish Zillow or its employees ill, but you should know that their pricing models are notoriously inaccurate. In this case, it cost the company $328 million in the third quarter of 2021, and they ended up having to lay off 25% of their employees. The moral of the story is if Zillow can't even accurately price homes they're buying and selling, there's little reason to believe their algorithm will be any more accurate in a sight unseen estimate of your home. But back to today's market. It remains very strong. I have no idea if Zillow's 22% estimate will turn out to be accurate or not, but most economists are saying home values will continue to rise this year. We've been seeing increases in the local markets, and so I'd like to take a few minutes to show you what's been happening in both Burridge and Downers Grove lately. Home values in Burridge are up 8.7% versus this time last year. This is due to low inventory. Note the almost 16% drop in inventory and high demand, which is reflected in the low market time, only 45 days. Homes are selling 52.6% faster than they were in January 2021. Now, home values in Downers Grove are up 11% from this time last year. This is due to low inventory, again 51% drop, and high demand, which is reflected in the low market time, only 35 days, and also in the increase in closings, that's plus 15%. Homes are selling 54% faster in Downers than they were in January of last year. In other words, the market is red hot in Downers. Since both home values and interest rates are projected to increase, more buyers than usual are out looking for homes right now. Now, one final point just anecdotally. This weekend, I put in 9 showing requests for one of my buyer clients. These were for mostly new listings and very competitive. Of those 9 requests, do you know how many of those showings were confirmed? Only 3. 4 of them had already sold. 1 was having work done this weekend and wasn't available to see, and the other had significant limitations on showing availability. Now, this tells you something about the market when out of 9 properties, you're only able to see 3 of them. 1/3. The market is crazy right now, which makes it all the more important to have an experienced local market expert on your side if you're considering a move. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you always stay up to date with what's happening in the real estate market here in the western suburbs of Chicago. I'm Eric with Eric Anderson Homes, here to remove the headache from real estate and provide expert guidance for your next purchase or sale.